Welcome back to more Kirby Star Allies. Last time we finished up the Gem Bastion. They tried to blow it up with us still on it. That's how determined they are to carry out their evil plan. But now we're in space, so we're heading to planet Earthfall. So one thing you can do while piggybacking on enemies is actually use some of their moves, like that hint was saying, so we can actually technically control the other characters, even when we're just playing as Kirby. Because player 1 always has to be Kirby, it's kind of a workaround. Like I was saying last time, Beam is one of those powers that got really nerfed for a while. It was kind of odd. I think we might need Clean. Well, never mind, moving on. Gotta just kinda figure out how to off-screen him enough. I swear there's something that needs Clean coming up, so we're gonna go with Clean. Again, all the original music in this game is actually really fantastic. Like, I never really thought about how good this song is, to be honest. 1 star, how worthwhile. So we have a switch to look out for in addition to the picture piece. That looks suspicious as heck. Nope, just a point star. That was a letdown. And this one's guarded by a Gordo, so it should be important. Nope, point star. But hey, we got 1 up, I guess. Why are we combing this land meticulously? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Short answer. Key. Again, if I knew where I was going for each collectible, I wouldn't have to meticulously scan as much. Actually, I think I know what we're supposed to do here. Let's try this. Ow. That was not what I was planning to do, but I know what puzzle this is, and I think we need, I could just grab Clean myself, actually. That'll make everything easier. Why are there so many treasure chests here? I'm like actually slightly confused by the amount of treasure chests here. So this is kind of a weird puzzle. But you can use a little, like, the air dash move to clear it up. I don't know how else you're supposed to do that. Maybe, like, wind cutter would work. I don't know if wind bombs would work. So this puzzle sucks, for the record. We have to hit all of these fans, which is actually easier with Choo-Choo, I think. Yeah, with Choo-Choo is actually not that bad. You know, I was thinking it would actually be difficult. I say as I'm botching it. There we go. No problem. Almost a problem, actually. But there was the puzzle piece. We still have a switch to find for the Dream Palace, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, just as a general heads up, this is a very long world. Which actually goes into one criticism about this game. That there are fewer levels in this game than in other Kirby games. It's kind of short. Like, there are fewer worlds, but a lot of the worlds are really long, and it's kind of a different way to go about making a Kirby game. I think I read somewhere, though, that the amount of levels in this game is actually comparable to Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot, even though they're basically just just divided less evenly. I'm actually not sure if that's true, so if you can let me know, I would appreciate it. But also, just as a general note, that's important. I kind of still get where people are coming from with that as a complaint, because a lot of people do say, yeah, it's kind of bad that it's kind of like that, and I get it, actually. That is like a legitimately good complaint. I can lobby against this game. Triple Deluxe is like 20 bucks now. I didn't mean to rhyme that, but Planet Robot's also not that expensive. Also, this boss is extremely trivial. If you pick up the invincibility. I don't know what he's for, so we're gonna pick up Bugsy. Like, Planet Robot is like $40. So if it's a game that has more content for much cheaper, even at a base starting price, effectively, You could argue this game is less worth it, and I actually find that to be a legitimate argument against this game. That this should have kind of been like... I want to say Captain Toad back in the day, where Captain Toad was $40 at launch, and even when it came out on Switch last year, this year actually, it's still 2018 I think, it was a budget title, it was still $40. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse was also only $40, so I actually think that is a misstep by this game. I think if it was a budget title, people would be a little bit more forgiving. I don't know how to use this move. Apparently like that. Fed Super Pack. Break through to the other side. And here's the switch. That was actually in plain sight. I don't know what I was worried about. So yeah, even though I do defend this game a lot, I would say consider waiting for a price drop, because 60 is asking a lot for this game. I mean, what's here is very fun and polished, but there are better Kirby games you could potentially get for less. So that's why I'd say probably start maybe with, like, unless you have a lot of friends and want a multiplayer Kirby experience, maybe start with Triple Deluxe or Planet Robobot. They're all very stylistically similar in terms of control and feel, so if you enjoy one, you'll probably like the others. And again, I just find Star Allies would have been a better starting place because it feels a little bit more straightforward. And like, I don't mean straightforward as a bad thing, it's very easy to pick up and just play a few levels. It actually works well as a handheld game. So yeah, that's kind of my critique of the game, is it just doesn't offer a lot. Which is fine, not every game is all together worth it, but I find this game fun enough that like I can't even be mad, because hey, I'm getting a second playthrough out of it right now, so clearly I must enjoy it to some extent. Okay, we're gonna go back and pick up another dream friend. Let's actually get Dark Meta Knight this time, or actually, I have another idea. Who's the other one we haven't seen? Have we not? Could've sworn we saw Raccoon Kind, but it marked them as new. I'm like actually confused by this. Anyway, there's Raccoon Kind. They're pretty cool. On land, if I already explained this, I apologize, I'm repeating. I did have a failed recording, so maybe I talked about it there. Basically on land, Rick is the main character, in the air you play as Ku, and in water you play as Kind. But because of that, I can't friend ability. I'm actually gonna grab this. I grabbed Sleep instead. Oh well. The only time I'll accidentally get Sleep. Get a little fancy hat here, which is new. That's not standard. Ow. Can I not show off Crash? Oh. Crash is unique in that you cannot make it a friend. Alright, what do we have here? Spiders. I am proceeding very cautiously here. It might not look like I'm being cautious, but I'm actually being cautious. If you have a second player, you might have them go ahead and like fight everything first. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Because trying to jump over the spiders was really a bad plan, and I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but I did it, and I committed to it, so there you go. So that's the puzzle piece. That was easy. And they're giving us a friend platform already. I didn't actually mean to do that. I want to use you as a target for Crash. So when it's all charged up, release. And you get Crash Rush with all your allies. It's a screen nuke, that's all it is. Except unlike cooking, it doesn't give you food for it, so it's arguably a worse screen nuke than cook. I think cook is unique in that it actually has a unique moveset, but only when you're playing as Kawasaki. If you're using Kirby with cook, it's different. Which is neat. It's kind of it gives them a unique flavor, I'd say. Anyway, moving on. Guardian of the Forest, Wispy Woods. You might be thinking, why are we fighting Wispy again? And honestly, that's not a bad question to be asking. Luckily, this Wispy fight is actually just as easy as the first one, so it's not too big of a time sink, I would say, having to fight Wispy again. I wonder if Wind is good against this boss. Also, that's new. The little plant thingies. To be fair, these bosses go down so fast, I don't even know how often you actually get to see all their attacks outside of like True Arena, whatever the equivalent is. That looks like a very corrupted fruit. Oh, so let's grab fire. Also, fun fact, Rick can breathe fire because of his Kirby, why am I trying to blank? Kirby Dream Land 3 appearance where you could use fire if Kirby had fire. I didn't actually mean to do that. There we go. See, that's an attack from Dreamland 3. All their attacks are directly borrowed. Kine used a Parasol, which is Kirby and Parasol with Kine. Why did I say Kine? I meant Ku. Anyway, here's our next boss. Old Growth Elder, Yiggy Woods. He's basically an old Wispy Woods. Like, Wispy's dad, basically. Iggy, however you want to say it, it's kind of a weird name, you may be thinking to yourself. The reason it's called that is because of the, thing in mythology. If you play Tales of Symphonia, you know what I'm talking about. Yggdrasil, I think. The World Tree. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But yeah, Yiggy is a reference to that, basically. Basically, like, the inhaling attack is, like, the most scary, ironically. But he's not that much harder to defeat. That's new. Again, you can also do spot dodging. I don't know if I've really brought attention to that, but you can. It's pretty helpful. If you hit him with, like, 4 people doing fire attacks all at once, he'll actually burst into flames and he'll do a ton of damage. Unfortunately, we have one non-flame character, so we can't show this off. You also can't friend him. There you go, another boss taken care of. It's kind of a neat variation on the traditional Wispy Woods fight. So I actually am completely down for that kind of a thing. But that opens up a path to another level. However, fun fact, you can actually do a lot of these, like Milky Way wishes, you can actually do these pretty much in any order, at least the main plan. Obviously the extra stages, like when we beat this, we'll unlock this little moon, but you can also do all the main planets just whenever you feel like it. Which, again, makes it very Milky Way wishes. There's not anything as, like, puzzly, because you have all your copy abilities. So there's no puzzles or anything in terms of, like, do I do this one first, or do I do that level first? There's none of that. But it's a neat attempt at recreating a lot of nostalgia from Superstar, I'd say. And as someone who likes Superstar a lot, I am completely down for this. More Superstar references, please! As we go into the Dream Suite. Dream Suite? That's wrong game. Dream Palace. You can tell I've been thinking about Animal Crossing. Speaking of Kirby Superstar love, the most trustworthy of Kirby's friends, Marks. You know, the guy who almost blew up Popstar and Superstar? Yeah, I trust him. Totally. 100%. But he actually is an ally in this game. He isn't gonna try to, like, stab us in the back or anything. We actually can trust him. Sort of. But that's enough for today, I'd say. So next time we're gonna begin on the next set of planets. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for Kirby Star Allies.